Formal education will make you a living. Self education will make you a fortune. Welcome again to Evolve 24/7. It's your girl, Lady Brave. Thank you so much for joining my channel. Right? So, this channel is about encouraging one another. Um, it's to encourage self growth, self development, and I'd like to give you an update, all right, with this video on how it went, especially because I struggle with that illness called procrastination. Oh, it's terrible. Okay, so the last video that I did, if you did watch it, I spoke about my ambitions. I spoke about what is it that I'm trying to achieve. I spoke about my goals. All right. Now that's changed a little, not so much, but just a little. All right. So, with the last video, I did say that I'm going to start little by little. But I think what I did to myself, because I got so excited about doing my first YouTube channel video, and I was sharing it with family and friends, and they were encouraging me on what to change, get a microphone, do your hair, and swipe a new hairstyle. Okay. All right. But there were just so many things that I needed to improve on. But thinking about those things and not taking any action on them just made me stop. All right. I stopped making any videos. I stopped learning. I stopped everything. In other words, the procrastination mode kicked in. Terrible. All right. However, on this video, because we all have the right to pick ourselves up again when we fall or we get stuck, you have a right. All right. Pick yourself up. Let's move on. Let's try something new. Okay. So, beginning of the year, I do recall that I was so focused on learning, and the one subject that I had lined up for myself to learn was trading. I needed to learn how to trade. And I must say that I was actually looking forward to each day because I realized that, wow, number one, I'm learning the history of our planet's economy. You know, that's what trading is about, the planet's economy, not just your countries, not just the US or the UK. You're going to learn even everything about, most countries, okay? Because there isn't a business that is not in the stock market, okay? So that's what I'm doing now. That's where the focus has shifted to, back to trading, you know, because it is something that you have to practice. You don't just learn it, but you have to practice how to trade. Now, you might be asking yourself, what is trading? I also don't know. That is why I need to learn, all right? So, on YouTube, there are tons of videos. If you just search learning how to trade basics, anything, all right, you will see there's going to be tons of videos. You might just be frazzled by all the videos that you're going to come across. However, because we're trying to improve ourselves, because we're trying to educate ourselves, because we are trying to give ourselves something to look forward to each day, all right? This is the person that I found interesting, all right? There's a guy, his name is Jason Greystone, all right? That's how his surname is spelled. And he has a two-part video, part one, part two, where he explains a thing or two about trading, all right? Um, and I think that's the right person that I'm going to learn how to trade from, all right? And then I remember on the previous video, I did mention a guy by the name of Oliver Velez, but he doesn't teach you how to trade from scratch. He only teaches you how to trade if you already know how to trade it, and he's just teaching you his strategy, all right? And he has a very simple strategy. I fully understand it. I've studied his strategy. The only problem is practicing the strategy because I jumped. All right, I was supposed to start with the basics and then move on to learning his strategy. Maybe I would be far. All right, but now I know better. Okay, I don't want to let another year, another 3 months go by without me knowing how to trade. All right, and I don't want a day to go by without me having to learn or watch one of his videos as well. And that's Jason Greystone. All right. So um, this is what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna get myself a writing pad. I'm gonna get myself a pen, put it on this table, and put it on the YouTube video and see how that goes. All right. And I'm also gonna give you a daily updates on what I learned on the video, so that it can possibly help somebody out there. All right. So if you are also somebody who is trying to upskill yourself, whether you are employed, not employed, or you're just looking to develop any skill that you might have. I remember there's, I think it's the same guy, Jim John. He said that, do you know that if you are working in sales, there's a book about sales that can help you improve your sales, all right? Setting you 5 years ahead of everybody else who's not reading that book, which is an amazing thing. Reading is everything, retaining information is everything, going out there and trying to figure things out, it is everything. It will get you far in life. That's what I'm trying to do. And that's what I'm trying to encourage also. All right. So if there's a skill that you're trying to work on it. Please do. All right. Share it on the comment section. It might encourage somebody to look into it as well. Who knows? Just like how I'm trying to encourage anybody who has been thinking about trading. Can we do this together? All right. It would be very, very nice. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do at the moment, and I'm really going to dwell on that. But if there is anything else that I'm able to do on this side, I will also let you know on the next video that I'm going to make, because now, in order for me to do things, I think it's better for me to track my progress with these videos. And yeah, because now I'm trying to fight this illness. It's a terrible illness to have, because it really sets you back 10 years, which is a waste of time, and I can't be wasting time like this anymore. Here in South Africa, once you are 35 and over, you really cannot get a job. You can't get a job, and that is why I'm looking for something that is going to be based online. All right. And yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. So on the next video, I'm going to give you an update about what I learned from Jason Greystone, and whether I found him to be um, educational, all right? Because as soon as you know the basics, the sooner you can start. And with me, I already have a strategy, and the only thing is, I don't know if it's going to work for me, but it's very, very simple strategy. And if it can work for me, I believe it can work for a lot of people. So maybe you're watching this video from home, maybe you're a trader already, maybe you haven't been making much profits consistently. You can look at this guy, Oliver Velez, and maybe that's going to help you and your trading plan. I don't know. I don't know, because there's something called trading psychology. I don't know. There's so much out there. Okay, so I'm gonna close this video now and say goodbye so that I can start my learning journey. What are you planning to do? Let me know in the comment section. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. It's your girl Lady Brave signing out.